Retro Hangover is supported via Patreon by listeners like you. We would especially like to thank patrons Lyle McCarnes, Tony G, Tom the Superhero, Studstill Smash the Milkman, Lucas from Game Over Hell, Mast Keaton, Ozzy Garcia, JC, Megan Caruso, Dave Jackson, Jenny E, Retro Overdrive, Soha, The Emperor, Storm Beagle, Matt aka Stormageddon, Van Fertile, and B. Ross from Super Garbage Day, Jared Brayland, Randall Quiggle, Raging Demon, Keith Gasper, The Retro Vixen, Eric Guess, Nomad from the Retro Wildlands Podcast, Ash Event, Alan Bingham, Mike the Ref from Backbreaker Gaming, Alt, Gary Heather, Low5 Alex, Oh Me, Makeshift Money, Segaboy 7, Riskel, and Adam R. Your continued engagement and generous donations are deeply appreciated. Welcome to The Flight, a consumable curation of champions and catastrophes that is considerate of your chronometer. It is me, Big Daddy Chris, smoothing his way into the conversation, and if that felt forced and awkward, imagine about my sex life. Joining me today is the enormous, girthy dick dragon himself, Shane Saltaire. How are you doing?
Turgid, one might say. Yes.
Yes. Today we're laying on the lovemaking vibes in the most bangable Final Fantasy characters. Out of all the franchises, it had to be Final Fantasy. I think someone was thinking about Chocobo once again. What do you think, Shane?
I mean, I was heavily considering just making this an entire joke list and putting like chocobos and cactars on here.
Red 13.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, the cactar,
Angelo.
I just feel like that'd be a one-time event, you know.
It might be.
1,000
Dark
needles.
Souls fans. Yeah. You never know.
I mean, that's
anyway,
that's true.
this topic, which was nominated and voted on by patrons. Thank you, patrons. And I say patrons plurally in nomination here because both Tony G and Parallax Puddles suggested this. This has been nominated twice. It is apparently long overdue.
Evidently.
For an episode. Yes. So, look, I just got to get everything out of the way here. We are who we are. All right. This list might be very chauvinistic, perhaps misogynistic, because I don't know about you, Shane, but I mean, I love titties.
I am known to be a fan, yeah.
Okay, so I'll let you kick off this horribly problematic list. I'm assuming, and you can go first. Who's your number 5 most bangable Final Fantasy character?
Number 5.
All right, well, I figured I would start this list off in probably the most unexpected fashion. Well, maybe second most unexpected. The most one was probably if I just said Chocobo or some shit, but I'm going to go with Lakshmi, the Esper summon from FF6. Because, yeah. Now, granted, you only get, as far as I'm aware, unless there's some like concept art somewhere, you kind of really mostly just get the sprite. But, you know, I feel like that's enough. Like, if you look at that sprite, it reminds me a lot of, what is it, Gwendolyn? Is that Queen Gwen from Dark Souls? It's like the same vibe, you know? She's kind of like reclining. Ooh. She's got the questionable amount of clothing. But yeah,
that's
no, man.
Amount of clothing.
Yes, that is true. But I feel like that's it's a solid first pick. I mean, it's also obviously directly inspired by the Hindu goddess of wealth and light, wisdom and fortune and beauty and all that good stuff. Actually, she's got like 8 different things that she's a goddess of, including fertility. So
Power goddess.
hey,
She's a power top goddess.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So also I learned something today because I didn't know this, but evidently she's kind of like roughly the Hindu equivalent of like Aphrodite or Venus. So there you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
So
Everyone loves fertility.
yeah. So there you go. That's my number 5. Got the summon. Do with that what you will.
Moving on to my number 5. Look, I got to be objective. This list is just going to be nothing but objectivity. And my number 5 is Kuja from Final Fantasy IX. He is a very, very pretty man. If you look at it, he is also wearing a questionable amount of clothing. He knows how to carry himself. He has long hair. I'm not that way, but I gotta call him as I see him. And Kuja, I mean, he knows how to bring. I don't know if he was bringing in the ladies. I don't know if that's what Kuja wants to do. I don't really know if Kuja really has sexuality whatsoever, other than just killing things or being a dick. But Kuja, I've heard many people say that they thought he was a woman when they first saw him, just mesmerized by his beauty. And you know what? They discovered a little something about themselves when they found out he was a man. So my number 5 is Kuja from Final Fantasy IX.
You are being way more like actually unironically objective about this than I was.
I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure the rest of this list is going to be terrible and very misogynistic and just demeaning to women.
Number 4.
All right, my number 4. It's like it's if we're talking about like bang ability, I guess. I feel kind of gross even saying that, but like I just feel like this would be a hate fuck, like in a way. Vanille, yeah. From FF13.
Like 16.
No, I double checked this. I double checked each one of my entries, Chris, because this is fucking dangerous territory. And
so she's 1,000.
Well, she's like 619 and like one of the. It doesn't matter. Anyway, the point is, I mean, she's very attractive. Like I got to give that to her. I'm usually traditionally I have been known to be a sucker for redheads, so like there's that, and I feel like on some level it's also maybe due to some sort of like Pavlovian like response, just because I had to spend the entire time playing FF13 when she was in my party, listening to her to like grunting and moaning all the time. So
of course, yes.
Yeah, like I think that just got ingrained somewhere. But yeah, there you go. Vanille.
Yeah, okay. All right, my number 4, gotta call him as I see him. And it's Laguna from Final Fantasy VIII. Look at the way his hair flows. Just going down his face. His tall, lanky body, but still full of confidence. Leads a band of men. Is able to pull the women. One wrote a song about him. A full song. About eyes being on him. And his eyes being on her. If there's anybody that's just drawing in, people just want to bang a Final Fantasy character, I think Laguna has to be up there. He's a man with a machine gun. Rapid, pulsating, firing rounds. Just thrusting themselves into the enemy. So that has to be my number 4. Is Laguna. And that's it's not necessarily the way I would go, but I mean, if there's someone who's bangable, it's definitely Laguna from Final Fantasy VIII.
Number 3.
Okay, so number 3. I think, sort of. I'll say, looking over my list, I feel like this ended up being sort of, kind of, also just like, hey, these are the Final Fantasy games I like. So maybe that's unsurprising. I don't know.
Very unsurprising.
Yeah. Well, I went with Terra from Final Fantasy VI because,
Blonde Terra or green Hera?
That is a good question. And I mean, both totally acceptable, but if I had to pick a side, definitely green hair. Yeah.
Unique. It stands out.
It does. It does. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of dig her outfit, you know, like those tights are cute. Like I like that whole thing. And plus, and this is probably like, here's the thing, right? I feel like a lot of people are just expecting this entire list to just be like, they hot titty good. And to a certain degree, yes, that is probably true. But
Yeah.
also,
But
you
she
know,
has no tits.
well, not really. And at the risk of like sounding, I don't know, like fucking pretentious or something, like at least for me personally, if I'm talking about like bangability, you know, as such as it is, there are other facets of that like, you know, would attract me to, you know, a particular person to get to that point. Right. And so
And
I
we
think,
love facets.
yeah, all the facets. And like, I think that, Tara is just like who she is, like as a person, and like her background, and then who she sort of like turns out to be by the end of the game. Like she's a much more like nuanced character than a lot of other ones. And I do kind of like, you know, she's got, if you're talking about like potential, you know, partners or something like that, one of the things that a lot of men, you know, just sort of like inherently biologically would look for, or like it's like a good like motherly instinct, right? Like if you want to have children, then you want to be with somebody who is going to be good at that. And, you know,
And
she kind of
Oedipian feeling about things.
And what?
An Oedipian feeling about things.
Yeah, no, not that. No.
No,
I mean, like in the later, like the post-apocalyptic, like sort of phase of the story, she does act very much as like this sort of like motherly figure to a lot of like the orphans, and fights to sort of like protect the towns and stuff from threats from like the demons and whatever. So I'm just saying that like she's kind of like a whole package deal. So there you go.
Yeah. She is somebody's stepmom.
Oh no, step Esper. Oh, that's the other thing. She's like half Esper, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah. She got stuck in the cave. My number 3, and look, again, I just got to call him as I see him, right? This is a true bear of the series. He's mentioned as such in his introduction, so I had to include him. He's just so muscly bound, he can suplex a train. It's Sabin from Final Fantasy VI. And I mean, again, they call him a bear, and in Japan, his name is Mash. You know what Mash is close to, Shane? Smash. Obviously, that was the intention. But I think they're trying to send, he would have been higher on this list, but they're trying to send messages that he's unavailable. He is so deeply attached to his trainer, Duncan. I think they have a special bond. But I mean, he's always out of reach. I think the women kind of stay away from him, but the men want to be with him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's why his name is Mash. He's just a big, burly bear who loves to wrestle people with big muscles, suplex trains, and his special move, get this, Shane, his special move is called the bum rush.
Yep.
What could possibly be more bangable than that? So that's my number 3, is Sabin, or Mash, from Final Fantasy VI.
I just really love that my approach to this entire list was characters I would bang, and your approach was more like just on a general level in terms of like relative bangability, like irregardless of anything. Yeah, that's why I said you are unironically way more objective about this than me.
I totally am. Yes.
Number 2.
All right. Well, my number 2, this is going to be short. It's literally almost, I say almost because there's a few I'm like, but almost any incarnation of Shiva. Just freeze my dick off. I don't even fucking care.
Yeah.
It would probably be worth it.
Well, I mean, she does have a massive bush in Final Fantasy VIII, so it wouldn't be that cold.
I shall find the warmth amongst the cold.
Yes. Oh, that was it.
Yeah, that's literally it. Yeah, I mean, I don't have more to say on that one.
Okay. I think Shiva is a lesbian in Final Fantasy 13. It's a scissoring lesbian motorcycle.
Oh, cool.
If I
All
remember
right,
correctly.
yeah.
I think that's Shiva.
Oh, I remember that now. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right, my number 2. I think this one, in conjunction with my number 3, is going to fulfill a lot of people's fantasies because, look, I know what we all think when we think of just wild, crazy nights, things you cannot deny, things you have to at least aim for, even if it's a mega fantasy, because I don't think this happens at all. I think it's just some sick, twisted, crazy thing that people say they want to do, but it doesn't happen because, I mean, maybe it does. And in some circles, it probably looked down upon, but twins, you have to have twins. And what is better than having a twin, than having a very bangable twin? One all the men want, and one all the women want, and wants all the women. So my number 2 is Edgar from Final Fantasy VI. Once again, I got to call him as I see him.
Did you just
He
pick
is
all dudes?
Look, he is such a ladies' man. All he does is pull pussy. That's his entire arc. That's who he is. He even hits on Realm, which is not a little gross. It's very gross. I guess you could say he's grooming, which actually makes it worse. So
Jesus.
maybe, let's deduct some points from Edgar. Let's move away from that. But I mean, he hits on everybody. He is like a carpenter. He will bang anything that's near the floor, right? He will just nail anything he can. He is, I don't want to call him a sex pest. I guess with the Realm, thing might make him one. But he is just a filthy, rich, horny dude. And apparently he can do it like with everybody and they all like it. It's like Mel Brooks in The History of the World when he's playing King Louis, where he's like, it's good to be the king. He just walks up to everybody and does whatever they want and they enjoy it. Is that problematic? I would assume so. But I think that makes him bangable. His just pure sex-filled pheromone presence drives everybody into a feverish frenzy where they just want to jump him and he wants to jump them. I could imagine in Figaro there's always orgies. And if you bring his twin into the equation, I can just see men, women, everybody, they're all getting in line for the Figaro train, right? So number 2 is Edgar from Final Fantasy VI.
I think I'm starting to rescind my objectivity comment.
I don't know what you mean.
Nothing at all.
Number 1.
Okay, well, here we be, the number 1, top of the list. This was actually kind of a difficult list for me to put together because I haven't played all of the Final Fantasy games and there are quite a few characters. And also it's just difficult navigating when you're like, oh, this might be a potential pick. And then the official wiki is like, they are 16. I'm like, fucking okay, nope. But
oops.
Yeah, exactly. So, but this one actually was literally the first one on my list, and I haven't even played this fucking game, but I was like, nope, she is on my list, and that is Cindy, from FF15. Goddamn.
That's all boobs.
Dude,
all
fucking
boobs.
Yeah. I don't even, it's, you know what it is? It's the combination of let's be real, the outfit, the Daisy Dukes and the crop top jacket and it's chef's kiss. But what really sells the rest of that, honestly, is her personality and her demeanor. She's very much she's literally just the girl next door kind of thing. She doesn't mind getting her, hands dirty. She can hang with the guys, but she's also aware of the fact that she's very attractive. There's a lot of really good things going on there. So if I had to pick a number 1, that's not even, to me, I don't even think that's a question. So there you have it.
Okay. My number 1, once again, I'm all about the wild nights here. I have to think about a character that's bringing true sexual energy, bestial energy, you might say. Something that is just from just totally wild.
I don't know if I like where this is going.
It's just massive Massive penis, probably. It's Umaro from Final Fantasy VI. What entity wouldn't want to just feed off the sexual energy, the fucking raw? Just he will throw you into monsters, and then who knows what he's going to do afterwards. He's there for you. He's nice and furry and warm, so you can snuggle with him. I can understand why Mog was such a good friend with him, because you can just snuggle up with him. He's probably so caring and soft to his friends, but then when he needs to get rough and rowdy, he can do that. Look, I just got to call this how I see it, Shane.
Yeah,
I just have to look at this in the most objective way possible. And I think that if I was around Umaro, I could understand that raw sexual energy. I think everyone in the room would have a higher sexual energy with that. Why do you think all the characters in Final Fantasy VI are all trying to fuck each other? It's because Umaro, he is there, and that wild beast energy is driving that force. It's making them all feel young. Even Strago is probably trying to bang somebody because of Umaro. Sexual energy. It's like Sex Panther. 66% of the time, it works every time, except it's more potent. That raw energy, the smell, the pheromones, like when Umaro claims his territory, he's claiming it. He's coming for you. And you know what I mean? Coming. He is coming. Just one shot burst that's going to shoot you into the enemy with this blizzard orb of snowballing. Everyone wants to snowball Umaro, the Sasquatch, the Yeti. Everyone wants it, but only few can take it. That's the challenge that he lies. And that is why Umaro is number one. Last of his kind. All he wants to do is procreate, and people feed off that shit.
All right.
Totally objective.
I appreciate you, just calling them as you see them.
As I see them.
Mm-hmm.
I can't lie to myself here. And if you know what, if people listening to this thought I was just being, just overly chauvinistic here and just, thinking about just the curvature of the women's and just nothing but objectifying them sexually, I would like to put out a heartfelt apology to all of you. I really didn't mean to, and I just want you to know that I do really care about the women's. How about you, Shane?
I do. And also I would just like to thank our patrons for selecting, well, first of all, just even bringing this topic up, not once, but twice, and then voting on it, because we may, this might be the one, like maybe this is when we get canceled. Who knows? So, we had a good run, and thank you very much.
Thank you all. Thank you. I mean, I don't see what the issue is.
No, I mean, I think between the two of us, we presented a very fair and balanced, episode.
I just think it's all truth. Can't handle the truth.
That's right. Well, truth does not care about your feelings, or so I've heard.
No, especially when you're feeling it from Umaro. You can get truth and feelings.
All right. Well, on that note, there you have it. The most bangable Final Fantasy characters, as according to our very objective and scientific lists, as always. Yeah. So, we, as always, speaking of, we hope you enjoyed this. It is more chronologically considerate, I think, than we've traditionally been, at least for the last several of these. So that's, that's good. And if you like what we do and you don't already know, you should go check out the rest of our stuff, as well as all of the other not directly podcasty things that we've got, like our podcast. Fucking A. Yeah, I'm editing this. It's fine. Like our merch store, or perhaps our Patreon, if you'd like to support us in that fashion to keep the show going. Or our socials, or the Twitch, or the YouTube. We got all the things. So you can check all of that out at our Linktree. Just head over to linktr.ee/retrohangover, and you will find all the stuff. Chris, is there anything else you would like to add here before we move on to the next?
Yeah, if you would like to talk about your favorite Bangable Final Fantasy characters, just head over to YouTube or Twitch, which is part of our link tree, and you can see us stream at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And you can tell us your top 5 favorite Final Fantasy Bangable characters. And if you want characters from another series or franchise, please nominate, and we'll put them on the list. And you can do that over on our Patreon if you join our Discord in top 5 suggestions. And yeah, top 5 Bangable, whatever. I'm down. I'm down to clown. Should have been Kefka maybe on that list.
I'm actually surprised
He's pretty
Kefka wasn't
sexy.
there.
I mean, could you imagine clown pussy? Who doesn't?
The-
I mean,
The
Clown pussy.
the Clussy.
yeah, the Clussy. Mm.
Oh my
And he has that
god.
magical power. He can put a little fire under your ball sack. Anyway, that's all I have. Join us there.
That was oddly specific. All right. Well, hey, until the next
I
flight.
just call him as I see him, Shane. Play with your you could have had hot dog toppings joysticks.
Shane here with a quick message. You know, the one rule Chris and I have always gone by regarding advertisements is this. It has to be something we use and can personally vouch for. If you know me, you know I love coffee. And Bones Coffee Company has been my go-to for home brewing for quite some time now. Their small batch beans come in an impressive variety of flavors like Mint Invaders from Chocolate Space, or Electric Unicorn, which I swear tastes exactly like Fruity Pebbles. And the best part? No added sugar or calories involved, just natural flavors infused right into the beans themselves. Build your own sample pack of 5 4-ounce bags to find out which flavors speak to you, or jump in head first with full 12-ounce bags. They've even got K-Cups. Step up your homebrew game with Bones Coffee by visiting bit.ly/RHPBones. That's bit.ly/RHPBONES.